There have been attempts, for example, look at the totality of what's in our drinking water and see, can we see an effect? Those are very difficult studies to do, but there are approaches that are being used more and more today, which I think are helpful. First of all, we can begin to approach chemicals as groups of chemicals or classes of chemicals. So I have to say, I think we've been I'll call it, not very bright. For example, we'll find chemical A causes adverse effects. And so then we switch to chemical B because we can still make whatever we want to make and it'll do whatever we want to do, but we don't know anything about it. So we think, well, it's not chemical A. We're better off with chemical B. And then what happens when we start studying chemical B? Well, it just does what chemical A did or very, very similar. So then we go to chemical C and that does the same kind of thing. So we have this kind of what we call politely unfortunate substitution. Sometimes we call it whack-a-mole, where we just switch from one chemical that we know is a problem to something that we don't know anything about. So a better approach, which people are beginning to hopefully start to take, many of us are pushing for it, is to look at chemicals as a class. If it smells like a rose, Romeo 500 years ago said it would smell as sweet. And I think we need to think about that. If things are similar, chemically similar, they're going to do the same thing. There have been attempts